Yo, 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 yo. What is going on? What is going on, everyone? What's up, guys? Man, what an episode, right? What an episode for not being a special episode or anything. My man Oz is already here. Drew, Kurt, Apollo, Unlimited, Brandon, Jay. Yo, Frito's cat, what's up? What's up? What's up, Kevin? I saw that they're bringing Collision to your area, bro. That's what's up. What's up, guys? Oz, I appreciate the super chat already, man. What is up? Thank you, man, for the support. Eighth, what's up? The main event was sick, man. Yo, yeah, it was a good episode, man. Like I said, it wasn't a labeled like a special episode or anything, but I thought it was fire. I wouldn't even call it like the best Dynamite of the month, but that's the quality that they're setting. You know what I mean? Like, it was really good. And I saw someone in the chat say that it was a an episode that was more of a like Drew said, a solid moving the pieces episode for Dynamite, and I agree, man. It was like a story heavy episode, but we still had a lot of good wrestling, which was really cool. Kurt, appreciate the super chat. Says great episode. Glad you have the timer now, Tranq. Yeah, man, me too. Appreciate it. Um, I'm glad too. It feels a lot more organized, right? Like you guys get a heads up now. I appreciate having a lot of you guys here waiting as the stream is about to get started, and we can talk about the show. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks, Kurt. Um, the Chaos card. What is up, my friend? Says Yo Trank. It's been a long while. It really has. Can't remember the last time I saw you here, my friend. It's good to have you here. Shinku's here. Steven is here. Yeah. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Thank you for, as always, thank you for joining, guys. I know there's a million trillion post shows happening right now, but you guys are choosing to be here, so I appreciate that. I expected for some reason Ospreay versus Shibata to be the main event, but not that I'm complaining. I'm just saying, like, going into this, that's what I thought, right? So when they opened the show, I was like, okay, like we're starting off like super super hot with all the momentum. Um, and Kyrick, I hope I said that right. Thanks for the super chat. Says Swerve versus Joe, Julia versus Willow, and Danielson versus Ospreay. The next pay per view is looking awesome. I agree. It looks like, honestly, we'll get into like the pay per view matches, but I think they're really setting up their future pretty well, like as far as like the in ring talent goes. So yeah, appreciate the super chat as well. Like I said, I wasn't complaining about the opener. I'm just saying that's how I went in. like I'm not saying it wasn't the right opener. Will Ospreay versus Shibata. Man, this match was sick. I don't know how many of you here watched the original in New Japan. Obviously, Ospreay was like the young up and comer at that point, and Shibata was like one of the best wrestlers in the world, dude. Like, Shibata is one of my goats. I don't know if I've said that before. I'm gonna start playing here. Um, I he was one of my, just, he still is, but when he was like in his prime, dude, he was one of my favorite wrestlers ever. His explosiveness, his just like crazy in ring style, dude. Like, I don't know, this guy is, yeah. And even if he's like a little past his prime, um, like he's still better than what a lot of wrestlers, um, like still offering their prime. Not that's not a knock on anyone. That's just how good Shibata is. But anyway, dude, I love this match because like the way they wrestled it was so sick. Like Shibata, like having to, like, it got explosive at the end. It was like a classic New Japan main event at the end. But like as they were building it up, um It felt like very methodical, like they were wrestling like at a really like dope pace, and I don't know, I just enjoyed it, man. Like they did some really cool stuff here, and every time Shibata takes a bump, I'm not gonna lie, like I still like cringe a little bit, um, but yeah, like who said Shibata's washed? Yeah, nobody said Shibata's washed. Nobody said that. You guys literally like I say one thing and you guys like interpret it like some crazy way. But yeah, this match was sick, and like I said, every time Shibata takes a bump, I still like wince a little bit cuz it worries me, but now I know he's good, and it's just good to see him wrestle, man, and it's good to see him wrestle consistently right now. Like that's really cool cuz I know when he was not officially all elite, he was only coming in every now and then, right? But now he's for sure like a full time member of the roster, and that makes me so happy, man. Cause Shibata really deserves it, and he really earned it. Shibata's not washed. I said he was past his prime, and I said even if he's past his prime, no, and I'm not saying that you said I'm just saying you said that you said unlimited that you saw people saying Shibata's washed, right? I wanted to address that. I don't think Shibata's washed. Um, Even a past his prime, Shibata is better than most wrestlers of today. So yeah. Um, but yeah, man, Will Ospreay. You guys, I'm sure most of you saw my video essay, right? Where I said Will Ospreay is the one, and and yeah, like he just remains as over as ever, and it's just he's the one. I don't know that like that's the only way to put it. Like he's the guy for AEW. He's their face of the company, and sooner rather than later, they're gonna have to crown him. And the thing is, I it's if I'm Tony Khan, I don't know what to do. Do you crown him at All In already? I mean, because nobody would be complaining about that. Oh man, I died. but but yeah, dude, like this match was sick, and you know what, AEW, the more 2024 passes, the more AEW is starting to remind me of what I wanted AEW to be when it was first announced, like just New Japan on TV. I think the version that we have of AEW right now is about as close as we'll get to like to well yeah to that, like New Japan on TV, because we'll never fully like have a that type of product can't be sustained on American TV, but like we're about as close as we can get, and this was a great opener. The fact that AEW can open with a match like this just goes to show the quality. And when Will Ospreay said he is the feeling, I mean he wasn't lying. So that's what I have to say about that, man. I hope I touched on everything. Did I forget anything about that? It's just, and Shibata is wrestling again on Collision, so that's really cool. Like I said, it's just good to have him doing things consistently. And the match that he's having on Collision makes sense. They're doing the Righteous. Wait, is that their name? Right? I don't want to get anybody's name wrong. I'm gonna look like a filthy casual if I got their name wrong. The Righteous and Lance Archer um, against Brian, Claudio, and Shibata. So yeah, dude. Um, we had Okada arriving once again in a Ferrari. It was a different one this week, right? The one from last week it wasn't red, was it? Okay, cool. Um, and yeah, man, like so he pulled up, and I think it's so funny because they kept cutting to him during the Young Bucks and Private Party match, which was a good match, by the way. I mean, did you expect anything else out of these two teams? Um, but they kept cutting to him in the back, And it was so funny because he was just like nodding his head like the whole time, but like nonstop. I was like, this guy's just like nodding his head 24/7. I thought it was funny, but they're presenting Okada like really beast, and like I said, I'm pretty sure I said it last week, but I've been proven wrong, man. Like an American company is using Okada well, and I didn't expect that. Um, so I hope this continues, and we'll see what Okada does next. But yeah, we got into the Young Bucks versus Private Party. I like how I can't be the only one who thought these two did face each other after that first match on the second episode of Dynamite, right? Can anybody confirm that? I thought they had like a second match already because the way they were talking about this match, it felt like this was only their second match ever, like on AEW TV. I know they faced each other on the Indies, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but yeah, hold on, give me a sec. But hold on. Yeah, man, like oh no, sorry guys, I'm trying to stay focused on this too. But yeah, man, I thought this match was good. Like I said, did you expect anything else? Like it's the Young Bucks, it's Private Party. I think Private Party are the best young tag team that AEW has, unless I'm forgetting anyone. I don't consider Aussie Open part of the young tag teams only because Mark Davis is 31, but I know Kyle Fletcher is like super young. I think he's only 25. He's super young, Kyle Fletcher. But so yeah, I don't count Aussie Open in that. Who else? Who else is a young tag team in AEW? Guys, help me out here. I think Private Party are probably like my favorite amongst the young tag teams in AEW, and um, even more so than the Acclaimed now. I mean, the Acclaimed have fallen off for sure. Um, but yeah, I enjoy them too more than Top Flight. I just think Top Flight are missing something. They're obviously like really good in the ring, but they're missing something too for me to like really get into them. Yeah, there you go. Top Flight. Everybody's bringing up Top Flight. Um, yeah, for whatever reason. Um, and don't get me wrong, I enjoyed them. I still enjoy them. I do think they need that one last thing that can like bring them to the top level. Because if they were to win the tag team titles right now, I just don't feel the timing would be right because they're missing something. But I think Private Party are like, out of all the young tag teams, I feel like they're pretty close. So like to getting their whole, they have the gimmick, and they're good in the ring. And yeah, man, so this was really good. They uh they were really playing up Mark Quinn's back like injury, and that's what ended up ending the match with the EVP trigger on the back. And I thought it was funny when it was Nick Jackson that slipped right when they went for the EVP trigger. It just looked funny. I mean, the Young Bucks rarely mess up, so that was funny. Like it was just like a funny moment. But but yeah, man. Um, so the Young Bucks move on, and I guess we should just move on to the next match in the tournament that happened tonight. Best friends, which was Orange Cassidy and Trent versus the Kingdom. Isn't it weird how the Kingdom are ROH champs, and Tony Khan is just having them lose? Like, I know that AEW is obviously superior to Ring of Honor, but I don't know. That's just weird. Like, I'm not saying it's. I don't even care, but I'm just saying it's weird. I don't care because I don't watch Ring of Honor. Like maybe someone who watches Ring of Honor cares more than I do. I just think it's weird. But like I said, I'm not complaining or anything. But it is pretty funny. Um, but yeah, we had this match. It was all right. It was good for what it is. It's Orange Cassidy and Trent. It's not the actual best friends, which I think makes it a little more eh. If it was the classic best friends, because I know uh Chucky T, is he still hurt? Is he still recovering? I mean, I'm assuming he is, um, but yeah, man, like it's the Undisputed Kingdom. Yeah, I agree. It's like it's it's hanging on by a thread, dude. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if at this point Adam Cole coming back from injury can save it. Because at this point, I just want Adam Cole to come back, and I don't even know if I want him associated with this whole thing anymore. You know, like maybe I hope they prove me wrong and they can salvage it. The thing is, they don't just need Adam Cole for the story; they need MJF too. So we're a long ways out from that apparently. So yeah, but the Best Friends moved on. Young Bucks came out, so we're getting Best Friends versus Young Bucks in the semifinals, I believe. Is it? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I think that's the semifinal next Wednesday. So yeah. Also, the Young Bucks did a pretty funny promo with Renee Paquette in the back, where they were playing the stereotypical boss that everybody hates. I also wanted to get into the Darby Allin segment, y'all. So Darby has a broken foot, but he's still staying on TV, which I think is really cool. Today he was hanging out with Tony Hawk, and I thought that was really sick. Like Darby just embodies the the culture that I was a fan of, like growing up, like skate culture, um, DIY culture, things like that. Like this guy, I would have like I would have loved Darby Allin growing up. Like he would have been my number one favorite wrestler, and right now he's like in my top five for sure, I think. But this guy is just like he reminds you of like Bam Margera, like during the Viva La Bam era, not current Bam Margera, like Viva La Bam era. Because I don't know if you guys see all the crazy stuff that Darby does, like outside of wrestling and stuff. The fact that he was hanging out with Tony Hawk, though, I just casually skipped over that. He was hanging out with Tony Hawk, bro, the goat. I mean, like he's not the scapegoat in my opinion. Like, but he is one of the goats. Like, I'm not saying, but in the public perception, Tony Hawk is without a doubt the goat. So, I don't even know why I brought that up. Like, Tony Hawk is cool, man. The fact that he was on AEW TV with Darby for a fundraiser, you know, for skateboard, for like skateboarding for like kids and stuff. That was really cool. So, Darby Allin is a natural face, man. Chaos Card, thanks for the super chat. He says Undisputed Kingdom, the 2024 Outcasts. Pretty much, man. I think that's a great comparison. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Um, yeah, man. Like I think that's a great comparison. They're the one thing sticking out like a sore thumb right now in an AEW that's creatively that I'm enjoying overall. The Undisputed Kingdom are probably the sore thumb of the show right now. Um, Thankfully, we don't see too much of that. Well, not really, huh? We do kind of see them every week. That's the thing. But yeah, man. Like I don't like I said. I hope they prove me wrong and they can save this whole angle. But I don't know. I don't have like high hopes on that angle anymore. It's kind of like. I mean, all it takes is one promo between Adam Cole and MJF, right? But like I said, we're a long ways out from that, so we'll see. All right. But I appreciate it again for the super chat, Chaos. Who's my scapegoat? That's a great question. It's either Rodney Mullen, of course, or Chris Cole. Love those guys, man. Especially Rodney Mullen. But yeah, man, like Darby Allin is one of the most important wrestlers on the roster. Like that, I don't think that's hyperbole, is it? Some people will be like, "You're crazy," but no, I think Darby Allin offers so much to the company. Like, I forgot the guys who just went to his house and filmed the video. They're skaters and but yeah, they went to Darby's house and they have like a pretty big YouTube channel. I forgot, man. I wish I knew. I might look it up later, but they went to Darby's house and Darby already had his broken foot, so it was pretty funny to see him, like not being able to skate, but he was still like riding four wheelers and stuff. But yeah, man, this guy, all the connections he has. I mean, he brought Steve-O to Full Gear in November. I thought that was pretty cool, considering Steve-O was part of the whole um, when Sami Zayn faced Knoxville at Mania a couple of years ago. But yeah, man, I think Darby is one of the baby faces that Tony Khan should really invest time in once he's healthy and well. And it's not like he wasn't, especially now with the whole Sting retiring story. Like you have the like I want to make a whole video essay on it actually. Like you have potential to tell such a great story with Darby, like trying to find himself now that Sting has retired, and like l- literally climbing the mountain, Mount Everest, and also figuratively climbing the AEW mountain to the top. Oh man, I think I found my closing line for that Darby Allin video. But yeah, man. Play more PS2 games. I plan on doing it. I plan on doing it. That's why I'm playing Sly Cooper, y'all. Who here was a Sly Cooper fan growing up? Just a show of hands. I'm curious. This is the only place where you can talk wrestling and see retro gameplay. but um, but yeah, man, I'm gonna make that video for sure on Darby Allin, and because I think a lot of people, like they sleep on Darby, like they know he's good, they know he's one of like they know he's important, but I don't think they know how important I think he is to the company. But yeah, man, I'll make that video for sure. Tranq closing lines. I always try to end my videos. I'm sure you guys have noticed my video essays with like some line that like hits you and leaves you pondering once it's over. But I appreciate you guys. Slide 3 is goated. Personally, my favorite one is the second one, but I love all of them. So the second one, Ratchet and Clank. I plan on playing that one too. Play WWE 2K18 on Switch. I you're you're gonna be surprised to find that I actually had that game, and it was, yeah. I think we all know right how it ran. It literally, ah, okay, sorry, it literally ran like like garbage, bro. Even Sly 4, yes, I still love it because at the time I just wanted a new Sly game so bad that I just, maybe I'm blind. I haven't replayed it since the year it came out. So maybe because I'm doing a whole, replay of the games. And, man. And if, I'm going to get to the fourth one eventually. And, yeah, I'm scared that I'm not going to like it. So we'll see. Let me see. On the GameCube with Smash Bros. Melee, Kevin, that's beast. Do I ever play Skate 3? Of course, man. I love the Skate games. I love those games. Um, Maybe one day I'll play them on stream. I plan on playing a lot of games on stream, like Skate. I want to play some GameCube games as well. Um, no, I'm missing one bottle. I hate when that happens, bro. I went through the whole level already. Man. Oh well. Um, play Skate 3 and customize my character as Darby Allen. Yeah. Might have to do that. Okay, yeah, thank you for getting me back on track. Um what's it called? Hold on. Thanks for getting me back on track, Andy. Yeah, the women's match. I thought the women's match was beast. Like Chris Statlander versus Willow versus Sky versus Anna Jay with Mercedes Monet on commentary. Dude, I thought this was beast. Or was it just me? I thought they all like I feel like they all had a point to prove, especially because they knew Mercedes would be at ringside, calling the match. That they all felt like, oh man, like we all gotta bring our A game. And dude, like it was sick. It was a hard hitting match. Um, they like it was a lot of it was really well timed, and yeah, I feel like everybody like had their designated role, and they played it well, man. Like obviously Willow and Chris um like carried a large portion of the match. But I also want to give credit to Sky and Anna. I feel like we always bring up Anna Jay on these streams and how like like she should be putting in work on the indies and stuff, getting her reps in to get better in the ring. Um, obviously in a multi-person match, like weaknesses can be hidden more. So I feel like they did really well to hide people's weaknesses and they played to everybody's strengths. What do y'all think? I thought it was pretty good. Do I play Crash Bandicoot? I have a kind of controversial opinion on Crash Bandicoot. I think those games are okay. I never had a strong attachment to them. Um, but yeah, they're okay. They're not bad games. Obviously, they're well made. They're good. But I never, like I said, I never really spent too much time on them. I played them a few times and usually always preferred other games. Oz, thanks for the super chat, man. Phil, if you're watching this, you're a sellout, an incomparable hypocrite, and it's time to retire again. Oz went hard at my goat CM Punk. I mean, yeah, I mean, like all the criticism going to CM Punk right now, I think like it's. I'm not gonna be like, no, guys, stop. Like, no, like I think a lot of it is justified, and on some of the things I agree with y'all on some of the things about Punk like being a hypocrite and stuff. Like obviously it stings because he's still one of my favorite wrestlers, but yeah, like Punk Punk, I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed. Jack and Daxter, of course. Spyro, I actually preferred Spyro over Crash, surprisingly. um uh Mario Odyssey, I'll play that one day too. But Mario Sunshine is one of my favorite games. Um, but yeah, man. Yeah, the women's match. I thought it was really well produced. Like I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Like they planned it really well. And Mercedes Monet was pretty like funny on commentary. I think she did a good job for being on commentary. Because a lot of people have been giving her a hard time over her promos. Um, but then again, I never thought promos were her like her strongest spot anyway. It's obviously her in ring work, but she can still cut a promo that's that gets the job done. But I thought she did pretty good for commentary tonight. So yeah, Willow won the match, and I thought that was a great decision. And I hope she wins at Dynasty. I hope she becomes TBS champion. I think Julia had a pretty good run. Um, and the way her character is booked right now, I don't even think she needs to be champion because she gets plenty of TV time, especially with Sky Blue now. And yeah, like I just think that it's the right time for Willow to become champion. What do you guys think? Steven, pretty much agree about your points on Punk. Mercedes might cost her. I didn't think of that. So I was actually thinking that what? I came all the way back here to find the last bottle, but I can't find it, so I'm just gonna finish the level. But anyway, guys, um, I really thought that Mercedes was gonna have her first match at Dynasty. Do you guys still think she's having her first match at Dynasty? Because well, the only reason why I'm hesitant now to say she is or isn't is because I thought her first match was either gonna be like Julia or which I really wouldn't have been a fan of, to be honest, for her first match to be Julia, or Willow, which I'm way more of a fan of because obviously they can have like a really great match, and the history of course. But well, obviously Willow is facing Julia at the pay per view now, so I'm a bit confused to where they're going. Not confused in a bad way though. Like I'm just like I'm like, huh, where are they going now? I guess we'll see. Wait, did I see the last? Wait. Mercedes versus Serena Deeb at Dynasty. I feel like they should start building that soon if that's going to be the case. Because I think we all thought that was going to be the match, right? With the promos that Serena Deeb was cutting. Oz, thanks for the super chat. He says Mercedes sounds like Lucy Liu does in Kill Bill 1. I haven't seen that movie in forever. So I don't know if that's a. I mean, I remember it being a good movie. So is that like. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I don't remember. Um, Willow versus Mercedes. Jacob says he thinks she'll face Sky Blue. There were 7 women featured tonight. Imagine this a year or two ago, says Steven. That's true, man. And the women's segment was not in the death slot, which is the 7. Sorry, what is it? The second, the 30 minutes into the second hour, basically. Like basically the spot before the main event. It started the second hour, which is a really good spot for the show. So yeah, Mercedes has been she opened the show twice, and she was at the top of the hour this week. So yeah, like so far so good. With the promise of presenting the women in a more serious matter. So yeah, so far so good. But I'm gonna hold them accountable, y'all. Like the minute they slip, like I'm gonna be like, nah, Tony Khan, like you're messing up, dude. Oh wait. Can I go here? Oh no. No, I can't. Man. So we did finally get the rankings back too, right? Well, before I get into that. Before I get into that. Mercedes should be heel. I agree as well. I think she will be. But they're gonna do like the rollout for her where she's like the face for now, and then she'll be heel eventually, no doubt. But yeah, I think the last thing I need to talk about is the main event, which was sick. Takeshita and Swerve, man. Man, we all know how good these two are. But yeah, it's always up to the wrestlers to deliver though, right? Like, cause there is a such thing as wrestlers having like good wrestlers having bad chemistry. But nah, that wasn't the case here. I don't think I've ever seen Takesh to have a bad match ever, honestly. And Swerve in AEW has been excellent. So yeah, like this was I expected great, and they gave was excellent, I think. And yeah, man, Takeshita, it's good to see him in a Dynamite main event in a prominent spot, and yeah, dude, like like what do I even add to this? Like I just hope that Takeshita, because obviously I think it was obvious, right, that Swerve was gonna win, but like the important part was that Takeshita continued to be presented like a top guy, and not just here tonight, but after this too. Like Takeshita really, I hope Tony Khan just realizes what he has in Takeshita, man, because he's he's uh he's for sure a someone you can build. He can be one of the important supporting casts around Ospreay, Swerve, um, MJF, Okada. Like he can be a really important piece to this puzzle, just as long as he's used correctly. And so yeah, we're building towards. Well, before I get to that, the match itself was sick. Like there was so many moments, um, where I was like, man, like, are they okay? Like the what's it called? The big pressure? Is that Swerve's finisher? It used to have a different name, right? Um, but he hit it at the end, and I was like, ooh, like that was gnarly, dude. Takeshita landed like on his head, on his neck actually, but he seemed okay, so that's good. And yeah, man, this match was sick, and like my hope is that one day this is a world title match, like on a pay per view or something, or it doesn't matter where, but I hope it's an AEW world title match. Like I don't want this to be the last of these two facing off in important moments, and just keep Takeshita in the main event scene is all I ask for. Like, obviously he doesn't need to be world champion right now, but he should be in there, mixing it up with with yeah, like your swerves, your omegas, which he faced last year, but they didn't really capitalize on it. And yeah, and so Swerve got the win, and we're building towards Swerve and Takeshita. I mean, Swerve and Samoa Joe. Sorry, y'all. Swerve and Samoa. Okay, hold on. Swerve and Samoa Joe for the AEW World Title at Dynasty, and I am hyped. JML Driver. Yup. That's the name it used to go by. They're calling it Big Pressure now, right? I didn't just hear that, right? The Chaos Card. Thanks for the super chat. Athena surprise attack on Mercedes Moné at Dynasty, a feud similar to MJF and Samoa Joe, a former jobber versus the former main eventer. Mercedes versus Athena would be sick. I just hope that when it does happen, it gets the proper build. It feels important, and that's the type of match that maybe even can main event like a pay-per-view too, so long as, like I said, the build is great. But yeah, we gotta see that like soon. Roosh barely recovered and barely got his visa issues fixed, so I'm just sure they're coming up with plans for him to come back. Takeshita should be the one to beat Okada in the C2 final, if you ask me. Visa issues still not worked out? Oh, okay, I thought they were. I thought it was just a matter of like when. Do I think Hangman will be back for West Virginia? I don't know. I hope so. I do miss Hangman, especially that the new Hangman that we got. Yo, Mogul, what's up? What's up, bro? Y'all check out Mogul's videos. He is in AEW creator. I always want to support AEW creators who cover the product that they enjoy, man. So y'all check out his videos. We need more AEW creators who actually enjoy the product, is what I'm saying. I don't want to be the only one. There's plenty of room for everybody. Hangman should face Ospreay at Double or Nothing. Dude, that'd be sick. Oh my goodness, I didn't even think of that. Basically, Ospreay just, running through every main eventer en route to the world title. I think that'd be sick. Well, not every main eventer, right? But like a lot of them. I do agree that Hangman should stay heel, though. Oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay. No, bro. I was gonna say, yeah, Max Caster's like, nah, he's done, bro. I don't even want to waste time on him. Let's see. CYN creator. Do you guys remember CYN? Control Your Narrative. The best wrestling company of all time. What about AEW Civil War? In what sense? Who would even be a part of that? Ah, oh, they got me. They got me. Ah, game over. Okay, let's try it again. Apollo says I don't think Cody likes Tony Khan. I don't think so either. Um, One thing that stands out to me from when Cody returned to WWE in 2022, he did an interview with Ariel Helwani, the great Fed shill, And Cody said something really weird that I don't, for some reason, not a lot of people picked up on when he was asked about Tony Khan. He said he said I hope history is kind to Tony Khan, and I don't know, but it was in the context of how he said it, and like I was like why wouldn't it be kind to Tony Khan? Like I don't know, it was just really weird. I got to go back and look at the actual that like the actual question and what he said right before that and right after that, cuz you got to hear the whole thing. He was like, I hope history's kind to him. It almost sounded like threatening in a way. It didn't sound genuine. And I don't know, like you can tell when Cody likes someone and when he doesn't, I think. Look at these dogs. This game is funny, bro. Wasn't it when Tony bought Ring of Honor? Nah, it was like um he was talking specifically about Tony helping to create AEW. It's because you know what? I think Cody likes to likes people to know that it was an elite thing and that Tony Khan just jumped in at the last second to create AEW. But the truth is they all needed each other to create AEW. Like every single one of them was an important piece to AEW being formed. Tony, the Elite, and sadly even Jericho. As much as I don't want to give him credit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I do think. I don't think it's so much that he wants the credit all to himself because he's always very he always likes to mention the Young Bucks and Kenny. I think it's more so that he he probably has a problem with Tony Khan taking a lot of the credit because these days it's there's a lot of like oh, Tony Khan changed the industry, and I guess he feels like people have forgotten that you know I don't know. I think it's all just petty, honestly. Like I said, they were all important. They were all important. I don't think one was more important than the other. Yeah, Moxley too. Moxley was super important. Oh, that's messed up. Obama in the chat said that I'm finally playing a good game. What do you mean? I was playing. I've played Roblox. I've played. Um, I've played Zelda Session. I've played FIFA. I play nothing but good games. What are you talking about, bro? But yeah, I thought this Dynamite was pretty good overall, considering it was like a an episode that was mostly just moving forward towards the pay per view. Because I don't know, I felt like the past 2 weeks were like special episodes of Dynamite, even though the Toronto episode they didn't really like call it a special episode. It was though, like it was, you can tell. Um, this week was good, and that's all you can ask for is consistency. That's all I wanted in 2023. It's because in 2023 it was crazy. You would get like a really good episode, and then you would get Jeff Jarrett like the next week, and oh man. And then one week you'd get like a really good episode, and then the next you'd get like Jeff Jarrett main eventing, or well, no, I'm over exaggerating. He never main evented, I don't think, but just and then you would get the Hardys on TV. Like it wasn't consistent. That was my biggest problem. No, yeah, Mox. It's confirmed Mox isn't injured. He's just He's he's got the CMLL dates pretty soon. Yo, I am getting pieced up. Yeah, he's so okay. I think I said it wrong. Moxley is taking a very short break, but he'll be back like one because he'll be back with the CMLL shows. In other words, those 5 weeks Jeff Hardy turned into Prime Okada. I do remember. I do remember. Yo, will Moxley beat Naito? I don't think so. I know there's people who think there's a actually a solid shot he does, but I don't see it happening. Like realistically, I think New Japan would actually love that, but I don't think Tony Khan would allow it because he'll probably be like, yo, New Japan, we're cool and all, bro, but I need Moxley on my show. He can't be in Japan for too long. That's the way I see it. At least I could be totally wrong. Yo, okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I heard Andrade got the jobber entrance over on Monday Night Raw the other night. Yo, we got to talk about The Rock, bro. He has single handedly saved this build for WrestleMania. And I think WWE fans owe The Rock an apology because they were all crying about him coming back and ruining WWE. Bro, I've caught up with all the clips from The Rock, and he is single handedly like carrying this build. Like, don't ever doubt The Rock again, bro. Like, you guys have me here. Well, I've always been a fan of The Rock, actually. But I was gonna say like the Rock is genuinely doing some great work, and it's a shame that that WWE fans were obviously now they're all cinema, but but beforehand they were all turning on Dwayne. Don't ever doubt Big Dwayne again. Yeah, Roman Reigns has done nothing, bro. Like for all the worry that Rock was gonna not show up, Roman has been the one not showing up. So shout out to The Rock, bro. If there's any match I want to watch on Mania, it's his match, the tag match, and only because of him. Like shout out to Dwayne Johnson, bro. Like this guy has me praising the Fed, bro. That's how good he is. That's how good he is. Like it's crazy how nobody cares about Roman versus Cody. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about finishing the story anymore. Nobody. It's all about The Rock, bro, and rightfully so. This guy's a huge star. Yeah, Drew McIntyre too. He's doing great work. I want to mention him too. That guy's doing great work. So Drew and The Rock, man, are carrying this build right now to WrestleMania from what I've seen. The Chaos card, thanks again, my friend. With the soup says, how would you react if Cody lost again this year? Oh, that'd be funny. Look, I love Cody. Cody's my boy, dude. You guys know Cody's my boy. Uh, but if that were to happen, it'd be the funniest thing ever. Cause WWE fans with their little hashtag of "We Want Cody" were so sure that he was gonna finish the story. If he were to lose, it'd be funny. Make it happen, Triple H. And then maybe Cody can come home and finish the real story. There, I don't know, guys. So I don't watch the show, right? I don't watch the show. I just catch up on clips, like I was saying. I've seen a lot of people saying they're not sure Cody's gonna win, and I don't know why. Like all jokes aside, I think it's pretty obvious he's winning. Like, but then again, it's WWE, right? Like, this company has done like stupider things for sure. Um, but even I'm like, they're not that dumb, are they? Ah man. Oh no. Well, it's a miracle I've gotten to this level. Let's see. Yeah, Drew McIntyre is the biggest AEW babyface for sure. He's CM Punk's biggest hater. No doubt, no doubt. Honestly, I didn't really like Punk's promo. I think the best thing that Punk has done since joining WWE was his face off with Cody, and even then, I think Cody cooked him the night before, or not the night, the week of the Royal Rumble. I think Cody cooked him, but I still think Punk did pretty good. But yeah, no, like Drew McIntyre's like just owning him. Oh yeah, so Tony Khan and his stubbornness to keep uh, Double or Nothing in Las Vegas after the horrendous crowd last year. I don't know why he. I mean, I'm glad they're at least in the MGM Grand because it's well, one, I think the venue is just better for AEW in general, and I think they'll sell it out. But that's not important to me if they sell it out or not. Like I've been saying on this stream, what's important to me is that the crowd is makes noise because it makes for a better viewing experience. So they gotta they gotta get a good crowd there, man. Like the 2019 crowd, please. Yo, what am I supposed to do here? What? I really do wish that Double or Nothing was in Texas. I really do. Oh, jeez. And then the fact that they do Collision the night prior in the same city, like I get it. I get why they do it. It obviously saves money, but and time. At least they don't. At least they're not doing Dynamite, Collision, and the pay per view in the same city. I think that's. I always thought that was overkill. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. Okay. Um. But yeah, man, like Vegas. I don't think Vegas has never really been a wrestling town, despite WCW running it all the time. So I don't know. And then especially that the fact that they do it on a holiday weekend, it just makes it more expensive for people to be able to go. Yeah, I wish they would have done Collision in the smaller Vegas venue that I think they ran before, or at least that one of one of the smaller venues. Yeah, exactly. Like Vegas is expensive for Memorial Day weekend. Like, what is Tony Khan thinking, bro? I mean, if they sell out and it's a good crowd, like I said, that's all I care about. If the crowd is not dead and if they're alive, um, then that's all that matters. Then I'll say okay, okay. Last year was a one off. But then again, guys, I did go back and I looked at the card for last year's Double or Nothing, and outside of like three matches, it was pretty weak. But still, like that crowd should have been lively. Yo, again, I'm just missing one. Oh no. Okay, my bad, y'all. Hold on, hold on. I'm trying to pass this. Okay. All right. Adam Cole versus Chris Jericho last year was honestly really bad, and it was shocking how bad it was. I think that was the I think that was the match where I really truly had enough of Jericho because I was like, obviously Adam Cole has to take some fault. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it was all Jericho, but come on, bro. Like Adam Cole, he's capable of having a good match. It was just a bad match all around though. Like I must admit, like what was it? Wasn't it like a street fight? And it was like it barely felt like a street fight. It felt like they were doing like wrestling moves like in a street fight instead of just, wanting to like kill each other, which is what a street fight should be. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Double or Nothing last year, like I looked at the card and I was like, oh, that's kind of lame. There was like three good matches on the card. Scout Danny says he'll send me something from Double or Nothing this year. You don't gotta do that, man. Just enjoy the show. But I appreciate it though. Chaos Card, thanks again, man, for the soup chat. Says Christian Cage versus Taz in a custody for a hook ladder match in Double or Nothing. That actually, I would actually love to see that, bro. I would love to see Taz like just. I know it's up to him, and I don't know how his body's doing now, but I would love to have him have one last match in AEW, especially if it's like if it involves Hook, obviously. Yeah, babyface Adam Cole. Um, yeah, I don't really enjoy him as much as heel Adam Cole. That's for sure. Did I know that Kenny Omega is rating matches now? Yeah, I did. I saw that. I saw him being very complimentary to Kurt Angle, which is pretty based. Kurt Angle is one of the goats. Oh man, Kurt Angle had, in my opinion, the best WWE match of all time, and it was Kurt versus Shawn at WrestleMania 21. Well, for sure, a top three WWE match for me. It's up there for sure. Kenny Omega's ratings are objectively more important than Dave Meltzer's ratings, for sure. Yeah, I remember San Diego having a good crowd in for AEW. I remember that. So did El Paso, and they still haven't announced another show. Shibata versus Perk Angle. Match of the century. Shinku, my friend, thank you. AEW pay per view name for Texas: Rock and Wall. I mean, Roll. I think it should be called. What would they call it? I don't even know. I like the dynasty name, especially after all the big signings. I think it made sense. What Tony Khan said. He's like, we're building a dynasty. MJF versus Okada. I think that would go hard. I think MJF should just embrace being the AEW's number one heel. All right. Oh wait, what happened? Oh, I was looking at the chat. Sorry, y'all. I was gonna say let's go over the AEW rankings, but I'll do that right now. Why do some people think MJF's not coming back to AEW? I've seen a lot, and I mean a lot of. Can I restart this? Okay, yeah. I've seen a lot, and I mean a lot of like he's going to WWE comments. Like, do these people really think that? Are they that starved of a free agent? Did you guys see what AJ Styles said? He was basically begging wrestlers to join WWE because he's probably bored of wrestling The Miz, LA Knight, and all these guys. He was like, he's like, I wish more wrestlers would join WWE or something like that. I don't know what he said. And I was like, too bad, AJ. WWE underpays. They're just like, oh, you can wrestle at WrestleMania against The Miz in the opening match, and that should be good enough, right? They expect people to sign for that and get paid like the minimum that a wrestler makes. Let's get one thing straight, y'all. Wrestlers are underpaid because of WWE. They've been the only game in town. Poor AJ. I just see someone in the chat say poor AJ. I don't know why that made me laugh. Like, yeah, for real though. He's begging wrestlers to join WWE. He's desperate, bro. They really have him wrestling LA Knight at WrestleMania, bro. Come on. People are gonna be like, "What's the problem? LA Knight is cool." I mean, I feel like his hype died down a lot. LA Knight wasn't gonna be like the next big thing. I remember all you heard about last year was like LA Knight, and then it just like stopped. Someone asked me to make an LA Knight video on my on my video essay. I was like, what? Like, if I'm gonna make a WWE video, it's for sure not gonna be for LA Knight. Now I think AJ can stay in WWE now. If you would have said in 2019, I would have said, and 2021, heck, I think just a few months ago, before Okada and Ospreay came in, I would have been like, yeah, like bring AJ over. But nah, not anymore, man. There's not enough. There's not enough room, bro. There's not enough room anymore. He can't hang like that anymore. If AEW is gonna make any more signings, I want them to be like, the absolute people who can keep up, like Drew, Sheamus, bro. So yeah, my opinion on AJ Styles changed. Like I said, you would have asked me. You'd have asked me in January, because I'm pretty sure I was saying recently, right, guys? Like, yeah, bring AJ over. Not anymore. Not anymore. And that's a shame. I still love AJ. He's one of my goats. He's Mr. TNA. When people were watching John Cena have his reign of terror, I was watching AJ Styles tear it up in TNA, bro. So he's one of my favorite wrestlers ever. But yeah, like he's I don't think he has much to offer to AEW, sadly. Plus, he seems happy in WWE, so yeah, it's okay. Oh, I'm cooked, bro. Chat, is this real? Is this real, chat? Finn Balor in AEW is also a no from me, bro. I'm sorry. I know people want all the former New Japan guys in WWE to jump over, but they're a little too washed in my opinion. Or maybe I'm wrong, like I was with Adam Copeland. I thought Adam Copeland was washed in WWE. Yeah, pretty much Drew and Sheamus. That's an absolutely 100% no for for Seth Rollins in AEW. 100% no. Absolutely not. Can we trade Jericho for Dragunov? That would be 100% fair in my opinion. That would be fair. Nah. Let's restart again. I really do think I think Becky and Rollins are trying to they're trying to make it seem like, oh, they're are they really leaving? Like they're trying to make it seem like there's any doubt. Bro, they're re-signing. I think it's silly that we're all pretending that they're going to leave WWE. They're not going anywhere. Yep, Seth would work for free in WWE 100%. That he would do. But I really do think that Mercedes becoming the highest paid woman in wrestling is has them demanding more from WWE, which they should. They really should. Wrestlers are severely underpaid, like I've been saying. But apparently, you're supposed to be happy to be there and just wrestle at WrestleMania. Wrestling The Miz. Man, I was so close. The Fed is mid. What AEW wrestlers going to WWE? The first chance they have, probably Ricky Starks. I don't think Ricky Starks will be world champion in either company anymore, which is pretty sad to say. But I think his ceiling in both companies has really been lowered dramatically because both rosters are pretty stacked at the top, I should say. Well, like if like someone like Drew leaves, then yeah, that opens up a spot, obviously. But I really don't think that WWE will see Ricky Starks as a top guy, honestly. And even in AEW, I think he'll be positioned better on the card, but still, I really don't think he'll be world champion. I really don't think so. Could be wrong though. What do you guys think? Hold up, y'all. But I'm at the point with AEW where I'm like, yeah, they really don't need to sign anyone. The roster is stacked as it is, bro. They could lose like 15 wrestlers, and I would still say they still have a lot of time to split up between wrestlers. Okay, there we go. Sorry guys, I was hyper focused. What do I think of Malachi Black? I think his time has come and gone. I was I was one of his biggest supporters like a year ago, but yeah, I think his time has come and gone. And I think his case would be more severe than Ricky Stark's, where he would be forever. I think mid card, either AEW or WWE. Yeah, AEW has like 20 potential main eventers. It's crazy. Make a video on belts. Well, that's the thing. I kind of disagree on the whole too many belts thing. I think the only belts we shouldn't be seeing are ROH belts. But a lot of people think we have too many. Oh, sorry, I missed the super chat from the Chaos card. I would trade Jericho for Satoshi Kojima. That'd be so sick. That would be a completely fair and balanced deal. I don't know why people are still saying Malachi needs a singles push when did you guys see his match against Brian Keith? And before you say it was ring rust, did you guys see Kyle O'Reilly's match with Brian Keith after being out for a longer time? It's not gonna happen, bro. Not in AEW. And I do wish that Tony Khan would just let him go at this point. I think both parties would benefit from that. Where's the other one? Let's see. Malachi in the C2? Oh, Lord. I don't know if that would work. Not 2024 Malachi. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Chief. I mean, yeah, I mean, ethically, him not releasing wrestlers is good. So it's not like he's doing a bad thing, but a C2 booking video? Perhaps I will. What would it take Tony to release people? I mean, just look at Punk. It will take that because Tony was CM Punk's biggest fan. Jericho, Sammy, and Malachi in the C2. At least Sammy could have like a good match. I will not accept Sammy being compared to those two in the ring. Sammy can at least go in the ring. Okada, Ospreay, Shibata, Omega, Moxley in the 2024 C2. Can you imagine just the field for this year? The potential field would be insane. Man, I don't know. I feel for Sammy, bro. Sammy's always been good to me, but obviously he's in a weird spot right now. I really think that him being reunited with Jericho like 15 million times hasn't helped. Obviously, EC3 and Tyrus. Hell yeah. I wasn't laughing at Sammy, bro. I was actually defending him. I said don't compare him to Jericho and Malachi, bro. At least Sammy is super capable in the ring. Honestly, I want to see Sammy versus Osprey. Like I wanted that match last year when Osprey was coming in for Forbidden Door season. And while now it's possible, but we'll see what the deal with Sammy is. Yeah, the bout collector Kenny was peak, peak. The four pillars, huh? I never really liked the four pillars label anyway. Not for not for the AEW ones. Honestly, I think the best pillar is people are gonna find it controversial, but at this point, I really do. Until further notice, though, because I think it'll go back and forth. But I think right now it's Darby. But I know people are gonna be like, "No, you're crazy." But of course, MJF can always make a comeback to his heel persona and completely change that. But I think it's obvious that Darby and MJF are clear, so clear of the other two. Shinku, thanks for the super chat, says the four pillars went poof, gone, reduced to atoms. I like the Thanos reference. What's the story on Britt Baker? She's on top of the world for a second. Um, she was injured. No, I assume they're all coming back like very very soon. When I say all, I mean like Jamie and Britt. They might come back together, right? I mean, at this point, you might as well. I think that's probably what they're waiting on to come up with a creative plan, and then just bring them back both together. I mean, you might as well. They are like they are partners after all. Jay Swerve, Takeshita, and Osprey are the pillars, the new pillars, says Steven. I mean, if we had to label them, yeah, pretty much. I just don't want to use that label anymore. The four pillars. AEW realistically has like 10 pillars. I would throw in Darby, obviously. You can still keep MJF in there. Daniel Garcia. Why do people on Twitter hate Brit so much? People on Twitter hate a lot of things. Don't listen to them. Mogul. Should Mox versus Ospreay take place at Double or Nothing? Either that or Ospreay versus Hangman. I really liked that idea too. But Ospreay and Mox can be sick as well. I would throw in Okada maybe, but he is like a little bit on the older side. Like he's currently in his late prime. But yeah, like it's just this roster, man. This 2024 roster is just insane. Oh, it's official, guys. The news is broken. I don't know. Someone already said it in the chat. If you did, I'm sorry. Samoa Joe versus Swerve at Dynasty is official. I mean, we all knew that anyway, right? But it's good to have it official. There's your main event. Swerve will be crowned at Dynasty. And Ospreay will keep building momentum. And I'm still of the belief that we're building to Ospreay versus Swerve. Swerve, this is your moment. Who should be Swerve's first feud? That's a great question. Um, who's around? Who's around? I mean, let's see. Because there's a lot of things you can do. You can do Moxley. I think John Moxley would be a good choice. He has the credibility. He's a former world champion, 3-time world champion, and yeah, man, I think Moxley and Swerve would be sick. I would say throw Jay White in there eventually, but I know a lot of people would be mad if Jay lost another world title match. So yeah, I would say maybe keep him away from Swerve. He could maybe face Ospreay once he's champion. When in doubt, John Moxley. Yep, that's a great way to put it. John Moxley's your like break glass in case of emergency. Real glass. They should have had Okada beat Eddie at Dynasty, so his reign could have been a little bit longer. I think they. So the only reason why I think they didn't do that is because I think they wanted Okada to be the first one to beat Eddie. Because I'm pretty sure Mark Briscoe is beating Eddie at Supercard, but they wanted Okada to be the first one to beat Eddie for his belts. Does that make sense? Otherwise, I would agree. Keith Lee versus Swerve match finally. I mean, hopefully, I think that'd be cool if you did it now that Swerve is world champion. Yeah, Pac and Okada is gonna be great for the pay per view too. Dude, this pay per view is gonna be insane. What the heck? It's gonna be insane. Yeah, Mark beats Eddie for the Ring of Honor title. I think that's what's gonna happen. A women's ladder match, that'd be cool. They should do a face of the Revolution ladder match for the women. Honestly, they have the roster for it now. It could be sick for a chance at for a chance at either the world title or the TBS title. You can do either one. But yeah, I agree. Steven. Is Keith Lee even healthy? He had surgery, so it'll be a while. Well, I don't know if he did have surgery. I could be wrong. Don't want to spread false info. Yep, Kenny also needs to get healthy as well. Anarchy in the Arena match predictions. I don't have any as of right now. Bullet Club Gold and like maybe Bullet Club Gold versus Darby and the BCC, maybe. Like Darby's gonna get help from BCC after Bullet Club Gold broke his foot. Well, they didn't really break his feet, but in kayfabe they did, supposedly. Well, no, not even in kayfabe. They explained that he broke his foot on the dive, so never mind. But you get what I mean. Fun is back on the menu, boys. For real, Shinku. Yeah, Anarchy in the Arena really is BCC's match. Yeah, I think Swerve versus Ospreay will be face versus face. It'll be weird, but I mean it's happened plenty of times. I think it'll be okay. Jay White saved Darby by breaking his foot. But yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all coming through. I think I'm gonna call it a night now. But it was a very very successful stream. Appreciate you guys hanging out and talking wrestling, talking AEW while they're picking up steam. Ooh, Chaos card with one more soup. Thanks, dude. Chaos says, "Are we finally getting the women's blood and guts match we didn't get last year? Now that Monet is here." You know what? I didn't even think of that, but we might. We might. I really thought we all thought so, right? We all thought they were building to one last year, and then it just kind of like stopped when Jamie got injured and she had to drop the title. But yeah, I think so. But thanks, Chaos. That's the last question. I'll I'll see you guys on Saturday, I presume, after Collision. And yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see y'all on the weekend. Have a good night. Peace.